Okay. Welcome to number one podcast.
Number one. Soon. It's coming soon.
No, the name of the podcast is number one podcast.
But we will be number one soon. I don't know why
If we
didn't
try hard, I
recognize
think we can try.
Nothing is fucking impossible. Tom Cruise says so.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise is also a Scientologist, so I don't believe anything he says.
Scientologist, Christian, who knows?
It's like that movie Top Gun. Did you see that sex scene? It was inspired by Scientology.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you were saying in the car, but...
Yeah.
Hey, man, that just looks is normal. I just caught that, bitch. I'm on Tom Cruise mode.
Okay, seriously. Okay. Welcome to number one podcast. And today's podcast... No. This is episode number one. We're serious? This
Number one, yeah.
Okay.
Number one, number two, whichever one.
Welcome to podcast number one. The name of the podcast is podcast number one.
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about filmmaking, we want to talk about video creation, and we also want to talk about how life is fucked. We're all depressed
And negativity, okay?
and negative. Okay.
Alright, restart.
No more restarts. We're going. This podcast, what is this podcast about? I'll tell you. Number one podcast is about filmmaking, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Filmmaking will always be priority number one. And afterward, we can do other stuff.
The only F word we're allowed to use.
What's the other?
Filmmaking.
What about future?
No, fuck. No.
What do I say? My future filmmaking.
No. Filmmaking
Okay.
is now. It's not future. It's now. That's the number one mistake that filmmakers make.
What?
They're just not doing shit,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
They need to get out there.
Okay, wait. In today's podcast, I want to put some ground rules, like accountability for myself.
Mhm.
My name is Soleil. I have a company called Soleil Productions. And under that company, there's another company called Wedding Video Films where we film weddings. As a wedding filmmaker, I was not fulfilled 100%, but I still think that I'm a good wedding filmmaker. But I want to put myself some goals, financial goals to achieve. So this podcast will be about accountability. Like I want to stamp this on video, almost like a diary, and be like, okay, remember on July 7th,
Yeah.
today is month 7, day 7, lucky number 7.
But it's not 7777 the year.
No, but there's 2 7s. Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
It's 2023.
Yeah.
You know what 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is?
Yeah. 7.
7!
Okay.
Fuck!
Okay. So number one for weddings, you know what I want, Matt?
What do you want from weddings?
I want to be able to have a wedding business that does around 30 to 40 weddings a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to have a team that films the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be basically the matchmaker. Like, okay, team 1, I have a wedding, their budget is 4,000. How much you guys need to film it? And then I have a team of editors. Okay, we have this wedding that this team filmed. How much budget do you guys need to edit it?
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever happens, let's say one says, okay, I'm going to bid 1,500. I'm going to shoot it for 1,500. And then I said, does it come with a second? No second. And then I say, okay, this guy says for a second. So I'm just going to bid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever has like the best bid, not even the lowest price, because the problem with weddings, why it's hard for filmmakers to really scale,
Mm-hmm.
is the product delivered, right? So you're filming someone's biggest day technically until that point. Like their wedding is like a very big important day for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just send like a guy that you found from Craigslist, it's never gonna be
Yeah.
good. So you want to have like a really good team that already does, like, let's say you, Matt, you have a company called Matt Weddings, right?
Mhm.
You already film weddings and you already know how to film weddings.
Mhm.
And then I say, okay, this is the style that I have. Can you
Yeah.
copy this style? And then I'll bring you on a set on a wedding with me, and I'll see how you work. And then if I see that you're good, then I think it would be in the team. So
You'll have.
I still have to figure out how to choose. This is my biggest problem, is choosing the right person to send to film a wedding, right? Like that guy Mohanad, I really like his film style,
Yeah.
and I like how he shoots wedding. Like he's technically like my first try, but I like how he films weddings.
Yeah.
But he already has his own wedding company,
He's your first pick.
but he's always booked also.
Yeah.
So it's like finding someone that's good, finding someone that fits in the budget, and then finding someone that's, either free on that date or has like a couple dates. So I would like to have like maybe 4 or 5 teams, because I always want to do at least 2 people on a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so let's say I have a wedding booklet.
Yes.
Why are you smiling?
No, because I was gonna make a comment. But
What's the comment?
No, I was like, so basically, you want a talented filmmaker who's not established yet, who's willing to sell his dignity to do a wedding. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not like that. I think you're right on the first part where someone that's talented and not 100% established, where you could maybe help them.
Yeah.
And then in a year or two, be like, okay, I'm too booked up.
Yeah.
And then you kind of say, okay, do you have anyone that you work with or that you want to refer? So I don't mind that either, you know?
Yeah. Symbiotic relationship.
Symbiotic, you know?
Yes.
So that's my goal for weddings. Basically, have team of filmmakers, team of editors, and since you know I'm in the middle, I'm just gonna take in profit, and then I'll do my own weddings on the side too. Maybe like even do like maybe half the weddings, and then give the other half to other filmmakers, and take like a small percentage.
Yeah.
Like 20%, I'll be super happy.
Yeah.
Like let's say a wedding is 5,000 their budget, and I make 20%. How much is that?
That's only 1,000.
That's only 1,000?
Yeah.
But 1,000 just for connecting people.
Fuck it, 30.
No. 1,000 just
40.
No, for real. $1,000 you're just connecting people.
Well, yeah. 1,000 bucks is good.
It's really good.
It's good money.
Yeah, it's really good money.
Especially when it's just flowing in like that.
Yeah, and technically everybody's eating. So if everybody eats, you'll never be hungry, you know? You eat a little bit, he eats a little bit, I eat a little bit, everybody's happy. So for weddings, I think that's my goal.
Okay.
I'm gonna create a booklet of my style of filmmaking, bring the team of video guys with me, and then I'm gonna have to have like a team of editors. Like that's the biggest issue also with weddings is to find a good editor, someone that's fast and good. You know, it's really hard. So I'm gonna have to like every time I try to find a new editor, it costs me a couple $100 here and there, but it's worth it because to find someone good, you have to spend a little bit of money. Okay, so for weddings, step one. You know, try to find good video team, like to go shoot. Maybe have like 4 or 5. Just you know, say hey, date June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd. Who's free? You know. Yeah. And then from there, find editing team, and then create like a booklet of my style, and then showcase. Okay, getting ready, first look. Ceremony shots, drone shots, after ceremony beauty shots, sunset shots, first dance shots. How I hold the gimbal and stuff like that. Because you see me move with the gimbal, right? Yeah. Like you've seen other people just with the gimbal and they just stand there. It's me. Yeah, like me with the gimbal, like it's a workout. Like I do like 180s and exactly.
It's Tai Chi.
I do like lightsaber shit. So for weddings, that's really my big goal is to have 30-40 weddings. Shoot maybe 10-15 and offload the rest to other people. And then for Solar Productions, I really have big goals. Okay, well, so touching in on the wedding thing real quick. Don't touch me, first of all. I don't touch. You motherfucker. Metaphorically. Okay. Metaphorically touching. What's the metaphor? The metaphor. Of touching me. Where? Words. My words. Oh, okay. Robbie, not physically. With my hands. Okay, go. With my words. Yeah, no! You brought this on. You're the one that started it. What you say? But for the wedding, I guess it's also important to explain, like, why don't you want to shoot, like, all the weddings, I guess? It's back breaking and bone breaking. Yeah, it's like it's a little bit soul sucking. Soul sucking, body sucking, like... but at the same time, like, I've visited... I mean, I guess I can say just because... You're green. Like, yeah, I'm still relatively new and fresh to this. But it's like... For what I've seen, it's like, obviously I've heard you say that it's stressful because you need to capture like these pivotal, important moments. Yeah, like you miss the kiss, you're done. But then at the same time, it's a lot of just waiting around. Yeah. The actual time that you're actually shooting it's not a lot. That's a good point. Yes and no. Like, you know the last one we did where we had to drive like 45 minutes here and then another 45 minutes there? Like that. It's tiring, you know. Yeah. You do 2 hours of driving. Yeah. It's hard. So that's not waiting around. But hey, now all the commuters, they want to complain to you. They're gonna be sending their letters of complaint to you. Dude, there's no HR department here. There's me and you. That's it. Oh, okay. No, listen. And then what if you're late? You know. Yeah. That's one thing nobody thought
Wasn't
about.
that a negotiation you should have before?
What?
During the wedding contracts, like, look, it's gonna take me 40 minutes to get to the place.
Yeah, but sometimes they say, oh, this is our venue,
Yeah.
and then they drop you like a ball. Like, but yeah, I should put like total distance driven cannot be more than 50 miles.
Yeah.
Because if you go from San Mateo, San Francisco, San Jose, that's at least 100 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, step 1 for weddings,
Yeah.
find video team. Step 2, find editing team. Step 3, create booklet style. And then step 4 is be like super organized on how I'm gonna manage all these people.
Yeah. Because I think, have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
I think on the sense, like, because you're talking about how you might not find the right, when you're finding people, especially building a team, the very first people that you get or whatever, they could be good, but also a lot of the times, especially if they're working for, at this like level, it's like there's going to be a lot of people who are not good.
Yeah, that's the pain of it.
The Wolf of Wall Street thing is basically you create the textbook of just them what to follow.
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes, I'll give you an example. Like 2019, 2020, I hired these two dudes, right? I was doing like 80% of the work, and they were just almost stand-ins.
So yeah, I mean, create that like outline textbook of like, these are the words you need to say to hook your collar.
But I also, I do want people that have
their own
the wedding experience, but then you pay them like a good amount. Like, let's say you give them like 35% of the purse, which, let's say we'll just take $1,000, right? It's $1,000 wedding, and you say, okay, I'll give you 35%, so $350.
Yeah.
Or even more, you would give them like 50%, right? And no, let's go back to 5,000, because I know some shooters, they charge like 2,000, 3,000. Say, listen, all you have to do is shoot it. How much would you charge me, right? And usually they would charge you 100 to 150 an hour. So 100 to 150 an hour, they work 10 hours plus the second, and you give them 2,000. They'll be happy. Yeah. And then you give another like 1,000, 1,500 to editors. You're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, step 1 for me, find video team. Step 2, find editing team. Step 3, create booklet. Step 4, manage everything. That's my accountability.
That sounds good. But I guess, would they need to have their own gear?
They would need to have their own gear.
They would need to have their own gear. Because also on that note, it's like, how would you go out to find these people? Because obviously you need to find these people.
So I've managed to use like Facebook pretty well. Like, there's Facebook groups like where a lot of people post ads.
Online.
Instagram is not a good place to find people to shoot for you, because you get a bunch of people that have like really nice Instagrams. Like this one dude that I hired a couple times, right? He has like a really nice, but it's all like reels that he shot of himself, right?
Yeah.
You need someone with real experience, like real world experience. Like, not just because he has 3,000 followers that he's a good shooter.
Yeah.
He's just a good
Those are robots. He bought them.
No, he's just a good influencer.
He's a good influencer.
Yeah. Like me, I don't have many followers, but I think I'm a good shooter. Like, I know what people want to see.
Yeah. You're not an influencer. You're a video guy.
Yeah, I'm a video guy. Oh, okay. Anyways, that's for wedding video films. For Soleil production, for Soleil production, it's like an umbrella, right? Soleil Productions will always be my name, because ultimate goal.
Because your name is Soleil.
Yeah, but ultimate goal is really to make movies, and the best way to make movies, in terms of Hollywood, is.
Well, is there a style or type or
what?
A style or type of film that you want to make?
Well, I told you some of my movie ideas.
Yeah.
It's pretty gruesome, but
yeah, you want that visceral rawness.
Yeah,
that
what is Hollywood scared to do, right? Hollywood is always going that safe path. It's like, the problem with Hollywood now is they're scared to do like movies. Like, even 10 years ago, right? The movies they would do 10 years ago, right now, even now, like 15 years ago, they wouldn't be able to produce now, because everybody is on this like sensitive route. Like, social media kind of fucked up Hollywood to a point where they're scared to do stuff that is daring, right? But if you don't do anything that's daring, it's boring, right?
Well, I would say that it's not even just social media though. That's just
people,
society these days. Because even nowadays, people are not.
What happens when someone does? Let's say like, what's a good example? A movie that. Okay, you know the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
They made her black. Everybody went crazy, right?
Who went crazy? Wait, what do you
On
mean?
Twitter, everybody
crazy?
said, "Oh, how can you make Little Mermaid black, bro? It's a fictional character. Who gives a shit if it's black, white, green,
Well,
or red?"
whoa. Okay, on that point, it's like, look.
I don't give a shit, right? But wait, it's just to show you how sensitive people are these days, right? And then where they go to complain? On social media. Social media has almost become like a voting system for people where, I don't like this, boom. They tried to cancel Eminem.
Okay, but yeah, on that note, yeah, obviously the cancel culture has become stupid. But I think you're missing the point that social media is a place where people voice their opinions, their outlets, because they don't have fucking friends. So you have to. So they care about the Little Mermaid. They don't like Eminem. They're gonna cancel him online.
Yeah, but who gives a shit?
Well, that's the scary part about cancel culture is like
It's
nobody
stupid.
should give a shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, your company does, and they fire you, and that's
who really does is basically the people that invest their money. Say, hey, if I give you $100, right? I want to receive 200, right? It's an investment. So the same thing, like some movies that have high budgets, like 100, 150 million, and then with marketing, it adds up to $300 million, right?
Yeah.
So if you let's say the studio, right? Say, okay, we're gonna dish out $300 million for this fucking movie, and if it doesn't bring back 600 million, does it make money sense? Because nowadays, if the movie, let's say the box office does, let's say it was 300 million the budget, and they do box office 400, it's a failure in their eyes.
Yeah.
So for Soleil Productions, my goal is to have my own money, do my own ideas, and to just hire shooters, hire a director, hire a DP, and then just hire everybody myself and do whatever. Like, Tommy Wiseau?
Tommy Wiseau, yeah.
He made The Room, right?
Yeah.
The most stupid movie ever.
Yeah.
But he made it himself.
Yeah.
And now,
well, look at where he's at.
Bro,
he's a failed filmmaker.
Bro, he's
a failed filmmaker that got lucky because only one of his films became a cult
classic.
classic.
I think he made one movie overall his whole life.
Yeah. So you want to be like Tommy Wiseau?
Tommy Wiseau is the man that he basically made a shitty movie, right?
Yeah.
But he wasn't a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people say he made his money with real estate. But I don't know. Nobody knows.
The story is so fucking unclear that he got such a high budget.
I think he basically, I don't know how he made his money, to be honest. All I know is
I've done the research, but it's still Is
it real estate?
No, it's unclear. It's unclear.
Anyways, make money, take the money, make the movie.
There's so many holes to it. I respect it that you want to be. So basically, you want to be outside.
What's hole number one? Give me one hole.
Where are you gonna get the money? Obviously, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to make movies.
Yeah.
And it depends on what level of movies you want to make.
Yes.
You want to be basically. We work with like people like. Are we allowed to name drop? Fuck it, Hassan. We've worked with people, right? And they're kind of basically doing what you're doing, but we see the quality of their films, and it's just like.
Okay, but we're the
but
new
at least
generation.
we're aware. At least we're aware.
No, we're the new generation, right? Today I had a phone call with this guy that wants to hire me to do like security filmmaking. So he has a security company and he wants me to go on site to show his security system, right? And it's all over the country. And he said, Soleil, we want to hire you. In the beginning, they wanted to hire me just to edit, just to film. And then they were like, do you also edit? I say yes, because when I posted, I said I also edit. It's like, everybody shoots and edits now. Is there a way where we could have you film and edit? Because we like your work, right? And then we like your edits. Is there a way to combine it? So I feel nowadays all the filmmakers can shoot, they can edit, they can light, they can sound, because it's so easy. Like, look at this setup, right? It's super basic. It's one light, 3 cameras.
Yeah.
Super easy to do. But everybody can do that now.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's a reason why at the top level they don't do that. It's because they want to specialize.
No, but wait. Let me finish my point. Now, you said, we saw a movie he made, but in his eyes, it's good. But he's also old generation. Like for him, I think just to.
No, I know, but there's so many reasons. But I'm saying there's so many reasons as to why it's not good, and it's because it's like.
But for him, it's great, maybe.
Okay, but
you compare it to Oppenheimer. That's why. Don't compare it to Oppenheimer.
I'm not trying to compare it to Oppenheimer. I'm just trying to be. Yeah, you're right. At some point, there's different layers to art.
Are you still in focus? Because I move a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be. There's different layers to art where it's like, okay, who are you making the art for? Is it just to be you to be happy? Then if it's just you to be happy, then Or if you're actually trying to pander towards an audience and make it entertaining, where, you know, are you trying to target a minority audience? Like,
Okay.
what audience, a majority audience, or a mixture of both? Because if it's just for yourself, pure enjoyment, you know, you're gonna be filming with your wife and then making, you know, bang bang videos, or you can shoot on your iPhone, or you can, you know. So
Yeah, I think as a rule of thumb, you want your movie to be liked by everybody, right? I think that's who you want to shoot
okay,
for.
so you want to target a majority. So then going the route of like, oh, you know what, he thinks that it's good to himself, then that's fine. It's like, then that's not really, because you're not, you know, just because you like it doesn't mean the whole world will like it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that filmmaking, you should be targeting yourself.
Let's break it down. Stories, right?
Yes.
Why are stories important?
Why are stories important? Because if you think about it, storytelling it's basically tapping into like the core values of what humans are.
Yes, you're right. So if you want to tell a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to basically touch a couple of nerves, and then
nerds or nerves?
Nerves. Yeah,
nerves.
like love
Canadian
story, scary story, adrenaline stories. You want to make people feel something, right?
Yeah.
So the stories you want to create, not only are they important to you, but you want to show why they're important to other people. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the basis of filmmaking, is to showcase, hey, this is important to me, I would like to show it to you, right? So Sawyer Production, they make it the money. Once you make it my money, right? Mm-hmm. You take it the money. Let's say even if it's like 20 grand. Mm-hmm. With 20 grand, you can make like I would rather take 20 grand, make a really good short film.
Yeah.
And then try to sell that short film idea to make a feature film.
Yeah.
Like if someone decides to, hey, we'll give you 100 grand, make that a feature, mm-hmm. I think we could. Like, yeah. I could shoot, but I'd rather hire a DP, right?
Yeah. I
can direct, but I'd rather hire a director.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So
I just want to produce.
You're directing. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to like direct at least. And then once you like start directing, and then you know you have your films under your belt, then it's like
I feel that once you hire a really good director, mm-hmm. right? They know how to talk with actors, right?
Well, yeah. But I thought you actually wanted to like direct, and then once your directing course has run its course, then you want to just sit back and produce.
I want to produce.
But you just want to produce.
Yeah, I told you from the beginning that was my dream.
Yeah.
Because producing, basically you do everything. Like if you're an exec producer, right, you can't control everybody. Like I would be on set like every day, and then talk with director, and then director do his job, and then afterwards talk with director and say, hey, maybe we can change this a bit. And then you talk with the DP, you say, you know, I like this wide shot. Can we get like maybe a better framing? And then you can talk with the DP afterwards, right? But you want to let them work also. Yeah. You want to let people do their own thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the difficulty about like producing also, is like.
Yeah, a producer.
Creating. Well, okay, so I guess it depends. But from what I'm getting at is like you kind of don't want to be in the studio system.
No, I do. I just told you what I want to do.
I know. You Bro wasn't even listening to himself.
You said you don't want to be in the studio. I said, yeah, I want to.
You don't want to be part of the studio system. The whole thing you're talking about is you want to be Soleil Productions creating independent like your own movies, because you want to be able to create whatever you want to create. And if you're working under a studio, then they might have all these notes and all these things that they're not going to let you make.
But
so that's not part of the studio system.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. I didn't understand. I thought studio as in the film studio. Like
okay, yeah,
like this for me is a studio.
Yeah, okay.
Even though it's my garage.
Oh, Hollywood. Okay, my bad. Hollywood film studio.
Okay, you thought like the Hollywood business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hollywood business is done. It's garbage.
Okay, but there are so many things. Again, there are so many layers to that. It's like, yeah, they're losing a lot of money. And you know what's actually fucking scary? Is like in the past decade, if you compare the previous decades, this past decade, do you want to know how much percentage drop? Like all the major studios combined, like their past revenues in the decade versus this decade, 90% drop in revenue.
Damn, is that because of DVD?
Well, yeah, it's because of a lot of reasons. One is like, I think one thing that people don't realize is like, it's kind of sad to say, but movie theater going is becoming less and less popular. It's like becoming a dying art form, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Because if you think about it, like when we were kids,
But is it because when did this study start? Like 2010 or just 2020 and after?
Well, all the years. I don't know how accurately they've been tracking numbers, but they've been tracking numbers for a very long time, like since 1900.
I feel pre-COVID, I would go to movie theaters like once a week.
I know, but you're part of the. I don't want to say the O word, but like even now, I'm part of the O word too. It's like nowadays, young kids. It's like movie theater going is not that common, and if
I have an idea.
There's so many reasons as to why movie theaters are failing in general, but a huge reason is like times are kind of changing. It's just like social media is like really taking over.
I had the social media idea. You know how?
Fuck social media. We're filmmakers and we're going against. That's our enemy.
But listen to my idea.
Don't support. Delete Instagram off your phone.
You know how TikTok you go like this with your phone? Why don't we go like this instead? And then you put like this the videos horizontal and then you swipe up.
Well, the reason why is because, they created that, which is the foldable phones. But I think one of the reasons why is because of utility. All your pockets are.
No, the phone you hold it like this. Normally.
Yeah, you hold the phone like this.
But my social media idea is you hold it like this with two hands, and then the videos pop up.
Well, it's because you're not getting enough in the frame. When you're
no, with vertical you're not getting enough in the frame.
No, because the human, a lot of times in these TikTok and social medias, the human and these things are the subject. Humans are not wide; we're tall, so that's why it fits in.
That was very un-Korean what you just said. It made no sense.
How did it not make sense? Okay, think
we
about
as humans, listen. Whenever I watch a vertical video, I feel I'm not getting enough information.
Yeah, because it's cut off. Because it's cut off. You're right.
You as a human being, right? Mm-hmm. Do you see like this, like a horse?
No, but
you see like this. You see wide.
That's the difference. Social media is not.
So as a human, you see like this. This is our natural, 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
We don't have, I don't know, what is this to this?
But you're talking about your peripheral as a whole. As humans, we only focus on what's in front of us.
Yeah, but you also see on the sides, right?
But barely.
Okay, if you go like this. If you go like this.
So are you focusing on this? When I'm talking to you, you should be focusing on this. Not this.
No, I'm just saying, if you go like this, right?
Yeah.
This is 20/20 vision. You could see both your hands, right? But if you go like this, do you see the hand on top of your head?
Yeah, you can.
So don't say we're vertical.
Don't
say we're vertical. We're horizontal.
We're both.
No.
We're both. What the fuck are you
okay. Go like this.
Yeah, go like this.
Can you see the hand on top of your head?
Yes.
No, you can't. How you can? You can't see the hand.
You can't do this either. What the fuck?
Okay, when you do like this, you can't see your thumb moving?
No.
Bro, you have not 20/20 vision.
What the fuck?
You need. Listen,
this is not 20/20 vision.
20/20 vision is to see if
your line of sight is here. It doesn't matter. You're not a fucking owl, bro.
Listen, when you go like this, this is peripheral vision.
Peripheral vision, yeah, it means this.
Yeah.
Right? But there's a cutoff. The cutoff is here. You're doing this.
Okay.
I can
see. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can see if I do it on
okay, yeah, you can do like this. But if you do it, can you see your hands?
Yeah, so do the same thing on your sides. You're doing this versus this.
No, I do like this. Look, do like this. Do like
Bullshit.
this. Do like this. No, you're going way too wide. Go like
no.
Go 80%.
No, you're making excuses.
Go 80 degrees. Go 80 degrees. Go 80 degrees.
You're making excuses.
Go 80 degrees.
The bottom line is
no, because you said
what videos do you watch on? No. What did I say?
You said we're vertical as human beings, and it just didn't make sense.
Well, I was talking about height-wise. We're vertical. So in order for iPhone to
I'm talking about your eyes.
I was talking about, why the fuck would you talk about your eyes when we're filming using video?
I'm gonna shoot myself.
I want to kill myself.
I think, anyways, my social media idea is good.
Hey man, I'm not here to bash on anyone's dreams, but there's a reason why it hasn't been made. And obviously it's already been made, YouTube.
My friend.
It's already been made, YouTube and Vimeo and all that stuff.
So how come YouTube is the #1 social media company?
YouTube is the #1 social media company?
Platform.
I mean, it is
why?
And it isn't.
I'll tell you why. Because they pay the most.
Huh?
Because they pay the most.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, also they're one of the very early ones that got started.
Like, if you look at how much TikTok pays versus how much YouTube pays, you understand why. Like,
well, yeah, I understand that, but you don't understand about that. It's not about that, though.
No,
yes, it is. It is about that, but at the same time, it's
about.
If
you make 1 million views on TikTok and you make 1 million views, like I think if you make 1 million views on YouTube, you make like $3,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
I think you make like $3 with TikTok. It's crazy. But anyways, Yo, bro, you made me lost my train of thought.
You're the one that got into this in the first place about your social media idea.
No, anyways. Solar Productions. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my structure. Right now, we're level 1. Level 1 is small businesses, commercials, where they pay you, like 3,000, 5,000 to make their videos or their video campaigns. And then level 2 is the same concept, but it's bigger companies, bigger ads, bigger viewers. Level 3 is even bigger companies, like I'm talking Nike or Under Armour, and then you do like real budgets, like let's say $100, $200 marketing campaigns, and you create a couple of videos for them. And then once you let's say okay, Nike gives you $100,000 to make an ad.
Yeah.
Right? From that, you let's say you save $50,000. Mm-hmm. From $50,000 you can make a movie. That's my plan. Very simple.
I mean, yes and no. It's like well, in truth, okay. Well, the reason why I say these things is because, like me, unfortunately, I want to be part of the studio system.
Do it.
It's because the reason.
Your butthole, go suck this. Go.
I'll sell myself. When people talk, sell your soul, but there's a big difference. It's like the problem with the studio system.
Well, you just said they lost 90% of their income. What are they gonna pay you with?
Well,
$5.
But if you think about it, it's just like that's movie going is in general. Like your independent movies are also.
Oh, me, listen.
If you have a low budget for independent movies, yeah, you can make your money back. But if you have a high budget for your movies, it's like even for independent movies, it's gonna have a hard time making money.
How come everybody's hired for Oppenheimer? How come everybody's hired for Oppenheimer?
Hired for Oppenheimer. Hyped for Oppenheimer.
HIPE.
They're hyped for many reasons, and that's one of the things that the studio system allows you to have. It allows you to have a wider audience. It allows you to have more access to things that you can make the film that you want to make. But at the same time, what you're saying is you want to make the things you want to make. If you think about it, Oppenheimer is rated R. It's a 3-hour movie. Some of it is shot in black and white. A lot of it is filmed in film IMAX cameras. It's like...
How much of it is filmed with i7S3?
S7 and the fucking 0. they use like a real like expensive cameras.
You know, it's some
you can shoot a Hollywood movie with the A7S3. But like, so basically what I'm saying is they gave that to a. Normally, it doesn't matter what Hollywood director you are. Normally, they wouldn't give you that, even if you are a Hollywood director. But like, you kind of have to prove yourself.
I tell you why they give Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, because he has the track record and he's proven himself. Huh?
He's notorious.
What do you mean?
You know, like he's popular.
Yeah.
So
if you follow that like route, you can go in the studio system and make the shit you want to make.
What about like Netflix? How much Netflix gives money?
Netflix? Well, okay, so the deals are set a little differently because basically Netflix, which is one of the reasons why apparently they're striking, like the Writers Guild and stuff like that. Fucking Hollywood motherfuckers.
Fuck them.
Well, I don't know. I'm not in the system, so I don't know. But Hollywood, so Netflix, they give they give you more. They pay you more because they don't have a lot of back end. For film now, it's the same thing because a lot of companies are switching to streaming, but still they have the front end and they still have back end with like box office. Like Tom Cruise, you get 10% of your global box office or whatever on top of the 20 million we already gave you. But Netflix is like, we'll give you 40 million. That's it.
What? I wasn't listening.
Bro's been tuned out his whole life. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you have a problem with the.
Huh?
You have a problem with the focus. We might have to restart this whole podcast. Though.
No, I listened. It's just that you went on and then.
You asked how does Netflix pay, and I said Netflix pays you more upfront because there's no back end. Film studios pay you.
I think they have back end.
Huh?
I think they have.
Netflix has back end.
Yeah.
Netflix streaming services are notoriously known for not having back end.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so that's my goal. That's my dream. Right now, I'm in Solar Productions, step 1. Just make ads, small companies, little budgets. But I want to give it like 100% and showcase, just give me a little bit and I'll give you like 110%. But right now, that's the thing. I'm like full DP / editor / director. I do everything like one-man show, right? Like one dude, one camera, running gun shit. So.
And you don't like that?
Well, it's hard to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
So
it's taxing.
Yeah, but I don't mind. You know, I'm still young. I still do this shit on
Yeah.
my own. But like maybe like in 3-4 years,
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
burnout is real. I feel. Do you believe in burnout?
no.
Okay, never mind then.
The reason why I don't believe in burnout is because if you do something you don't like,
Yeah.
you burn out. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Like Cameron Diaz, James Cameron.
James
How
Cameron.
many years has he been a filmmaker?
It's like for a long time,
40 years, I
40
think.
years, yeah.
He started in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So
70s,
50.
80s, yeah.
Like even Avatar 2 sucked, but he's still making movies.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
tell me Avatar 2 was good. Don't tell me that.
I was the one that told you it wasn't good, and you're the one that's saying, no, it wasn't good.
No, I never said. I said the first one was kind of boring.
The first one is good, but the ending is not good.
The movie is basically stupid.
What do you mean the movie is
So,
basically
so
stupid?
it's these guys that have to go to this fucking planet.
No, whoa. The reason why the film is good is
Because it's in 3D.
fuck no. What the fuck? I get headaches, bro. I have motion sickness. I get headaches. So I was watching that shit in 3D. I was like, bro, please, can I just take off my... I put on the glasses, headache. You take off the glasses, headache. That's 3D.
No, I think I have a headache.
Oh, okay. Well then, you're physically more superior, I guess. Congratulations. You can enjoy your movies in 3D. Are you fucking proud? Your parents' genetics,
No,
you'll pass
no,
that down.
no.
Your kids can enjoy movies in 3D.
I think the best way to view movies is at the movie theater. Like sound blasting, dark room, and all you see in front of you is the image. That's it. That's the best way to view movies. Like that's why when we watch movies at my house, I like complete darkness and sound blasting. You want to be immersed. That's how you should watch movies. That's why I kind of hate TikTok and social media because you're not immersed.
Yeah, there's no immersion.
They suck your attention, right?
They get the monkey part of your brain that wants to like de-stress.
Yeah.
Which is not focusing, not paying attention. It's just like
Like-
dead scrolling. Yeah.
But sometimes you watch a movie, you don't feel that. You feel inspired.
Yeah, it gives you energy. That's why I think film actually is really important. Like
Yes.
if you're
Stories.
it
are
gives you
important.
energy.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away your energy. It gives you energy.
I think that's what filmmaking is important. Why? Is because the story you tell will either inspire someone or make you feel something, right? Even comedy movies, you know, if it makes you laugh, you're still.
Yeah.
It's like a conversational.
Yeah. It's like
It
at
makes
the
you
end-
think.
well, not even that. I mean, I guess to some extent, but it's like
Fuck social
entertainment.
media.
Yeah.
Fuck Instagram. Fuck TikTok. Fuck Facebook.
You're addicted.
Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. I hope he loses his.
He lives here. He lives in the Bay Area.
Who? He
Zuckerberg.
lives in Hawaii.
Well, fuck, bro. All his Meta headquarters. He had a house in San Francisco. I don't know what happened to that. He had a house in Silicon Valley.
He probably he owns basically half the land of Palo Alto.
I mean, probably.
Anyways,
Tech
so
people.
my goal is to make.
Okay, so your goal is to make movies independently.
Yeah.
So let's say someone throws you $50K right now. Do whatever you want with it. What are you doing with it?
My first ever movie.
Yeah.
I like that script idea where the guy is in San Francisco. He's just like a lowlife, and then he snaps. He's like, you know what? I'm a joint, but he never steals anything. But one day he snaps because his car gets broken into, and then he's like, just rob the store. And then the moment he goes to rob it, there's another robbery that happens at the same time, but he stops the guy, and then everybody hails him a hero, and then he's conflicted because he's a piece of shit, but he's there, he's like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? But he's still broke.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I would like to go deeper into that story, or the suicide where the guy gets like the two friends. Why are you laughing?
It's actually Balls of Me.
Huh?
Balls of Me podcast.
They got itchy.
Hopefully they can see the lower on
I think that's kind of. Oh, just cut to that one. Anyways, the suicide story, and then my Afghanistan stories.
Which one was the suicide one?
You know where the guy searching for a friend? That was the title of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Where they go, the guy lost his dog, and then the whole day the guy is like super generous. He's never generous, and it's very like subtle that he's gonna kill himself, and then his friend finds him dead at the end.
Yeah.
But that I think is better for a short film.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. These two films, it's like I'm hearing the ideas, right? And like I feel like make them like a feature. It's
too hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it obviously can be done, but
It would
At the
just
same
be
time,
boring.
you don't want to have a. That's why I'm like trying to write these things. It's like fuck, bro.
I think just do short films. Just get.
Yeah, but the problem with short films is like you said, there's only one really outlet for short films, which is
No, but
it's
that's what
a
I'm saying.
precursor to a
That's
longer
what I'm
movie.
saying. Like,
and
let's say
pitch
you make
that.
a really good short film,
Yeah.
right? And then
You pitch that.
you say, "Listen, can you give me more money?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Then my Afghanistan stories. I really want to do those stories, but those I think are gonna be hard.
Those would be feature length.
Yeah,
I would imagine
those could be feature length
yeah.
because you could pack a lot of
Yeah.
story in it.
It's
right?
rich.
But
I would imagine it's like the city of God kind of.
yes, basically it was very real.
Yeah.
Like you don't know if these are actors. You know, City of God. Like 200 of these kids that were just found in the street.
Really? I mean, I believe that.
Like there was only like 4 or 5 real actors.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But also, my Afghanistan films, they'll be speaking, but they're not English.
Okay, they'll speak.
It'll be international. It'll be like City of God.
They'll
basically.
speaking Japanese. When he talks to Japanese, he said, bro, they was he speaking English. I'm like, of course, they're probably going to be speaking Afghanistan. Or not Afghanistan.
But yeah,
They're
the movie's
speaking
gonna be hardcore. There's gonna be murder, rape, torture, like real shit. Like what happens in real life. Yeah.
Well, I mean, saying that it happens in real life, it does happen in real life, but at the same time, it's like, it's not extremely, extremely common.
No, in Afghanistan right now, it's pretty fucked up what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not easy for people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for girls especially, like nobody talks about like the horrors that happen. Like you know, we say, oh, you look Azara. Like there's an Asian community in Afghanistan, they get fucked so hard. Jesus. So I think the main girl will be Azara. You could play.
On that note, it's like, dude, the story that you're saying, like, obviously, I think, I can't be too sure, but like some of these movies, like City of God, they started off like very independent. And then they basically kind of got...
I don't know where they got their money, but it was low budget.
Yeah, it's low budget. Well, the thing that you're mistaking is that these movies, they start off with a low budget, and then they basically get picked up by bigger Hollywood distribution companies, and then they get more money from that. But that
they filmed it and then they got distributed.
No, yeah, I know. So they filmed it, it got distributed, right? But like they have a small budget. It's only being distributed like locally and running the film festival rounds, and then
I don't think you know what happened.
Wait, what?
Yes, City of God went international.
Oh my God. Yes, but I'm saying that it was not a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So for them to go international right off the bat it's not possible.
So how do you do it?
So a lot of movies...
Don't get angry, I'm just asking you a question.
But you're not understanding what I'm saying. Bro is turning older and older by the second. No,
listen, man. You are saying...
I'm insulting you. No, I'm just kidding.
You're saying that, oh, you're a bitch. I'm not bitch, first of all.
You're not a bitch. I'm sorry. Basically, you make the movie, right?
Yeah.
The movie is, you have a small reach because of the small budget. But you go through some festivals, more international festivals, and all of a sudden you're starting to get some smaller international recognition. And someone from that pool is attached to the Hollywood system. And so I saw that Miramax was one of the companies that
like Parasite. How did Parasite get distributed all over the world? Same shit. It won Cannes.
Well, yeah, so exactly.
So Cannes is like way bigger than Oscars. Way bigger.
Yeah, way bigger. But well, yes and no.
No, yes and yes.
No, viewership, Oscars is bigger.
Bro, winning Cannes Festival is winning against, it's like a World Cup. Cannes is the World Cup. Oscars is the NFL.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
it's like Super Bowl.
But at the same time, the viewership, it's hard to say because...
Just because you do not watch it doesn't mean...
I don't watch any of them, bro.
You have to understand Cannes
No, I understand. Cannes is worldwide. I understand
World
that.
Cup, World Cup.
It's worldwide. Yes,
World
Cup. It's the World Cup.
Everybody.
But you know what is bigger than the World Cup?
What?
Fucking universe.
Hey, don't you find it funny when there's like a Miss Universe pageant? Maybe there's an alien race way harder than ours. How come they don't get to fucking participate?
Don't objectify aliens, please.
Okay, my bad.
This is the thing. Oscars has higher viewership. Cannes is global worldwide.
I cannot argue at this point because you're right. I'm sorry.
No, but you're not understanding.
No, I'm understanding. You're saying Oscar has more viewership than the biggest film festival in the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Number wise.
Show me numbers. Exactly.
The reason why is because you don't understand though. The reason you want to know the reason why?
Why?
You're making this shit up your ass though.
Without
any facts to back it up. The reason why is because Oscars is a 3-4 hour show that's televised globally versus Cannes is like a fucking 4-week festival with 5 billion movies coming in. And that's why it's not widely televised. That's the problem.
Because like I just said, just because you don't watch it doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't watch it.
Okay, so what channels are televising it? How can you televise a fucking 4-week event that people are gonna stay tuned in for 4 weeks?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Shit!
If someone says to you, hey, this movie won an Oscar or this movie won the Cannes, which movie would you watch?
Neither, because it doesn't mean shit though. Bro, I don't know if you know, but the movies that typically win the awards are kind of dog shit. They're these artsy, like indie really feeling.
Parasite was a bad movie?
Parasite was good. It was a good movie.
It won Cannes.
Yeah.
It won the Oscar. Okay. So are they artsy?
No. Okay, but you're generalizing. I'm just saying like.
I'm not generalizing. I'm telling you.
I was generalizing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like
So I'm just asking,
a lot of the time.
Let me ask you again.
Let me ask you again. Cannot be good.
Let me ask.
A lot of the times.
Let me ask you again. If somebody says, "Hey, this movie won an Oscar, but this other movie won Cannes," which one would you watch?
Neither. Like.
But you're not a film guy, you.
Because you're just solely. But that's the problem with you as a filmmaker. Is like you're solely just going based off.
No, I'm telling you. If a movie wins,
I'm gonna watch a movie based on entertainment.
Okay, man. If a movie wins an award, it has to be good somewhere.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So if you just have that to go off of, then yeah, you're gonna go off of whatever award it won. But at the same time,
if somebody comes,
I told you it won the
Stockholm Film Festival,
yeah, are you gonna be like, wow, you know? At the end of the day, awards kind of don't mean anything. But at the same time, yeah, you're right. If you're just based off of the award, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this, Matt. Let's go back to my initial point.
Yeah.
The movies I make, right?
Well, it's okay for us to detract. I don't know.
No, you go off on these benders.
You're the ones that
this is episode
first one.
Think about this is episode number 1.
Yes.
Very important. Very important to lay it out. Because let's say in a year, right? I make a fucking movie and that movie won Festival de Cannes. I will come back to you and be like, fuck you!
I'm not saying Cannes is not important. I'm just telling you that the viewership for Oscars is higher.
I don't care. I don't care about that.
But you're disagreeing with the facts. You're disagreeing with the facts.
Because I know you're wrong.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you can.
I can't argue
because
with
I'm
that.
right.
I don't know, but you're not listening. The reason why, it's like, yeah, maybe Cannes over time has a higher viewership number, but at the same time, it's like.
What's your goals, man? Let's talk about that.
My goals. My goal is very, very, very simple.
Go ahead.
Just to fucking win in life, not be a bitch. No, it's. Hey man,
this is accountability.
Yeah,
podcast. Nobody's gonna watch this. Don't worry.
I've already bro. The accountability in my head has already been fucking programmed. That it's like since birth.
Go ahead.
It's a fucking robot. It's like.
What's number 1?
For me, it's not a number 1. Number whatever.
2?
I guess.
Look, I told you, be number 1. I want to.
Yeah. But for me, it's like, I'm saying that's not number 1, number 2, number 3. Like I haven't ranked them. It's just like these are all equally as important.
Okay, what are they?
What are they? So number 1.
Or
number 1.
In no particular order.
In no particular order. Number 1 is. There's 2 sides to it. One is obviously I want to be good at the craft. I want to be good at acting.
Which craft?
Good at acting. I want to be like up there, like the top. Like
Leo.
When people think about like, oh, who are the best actors of all time? I want to be a contender on that list. Marlon Brando, you know, Cary Grant, you know, all these
Cary
people.
Grant?
He's an old-time actor that people say.
Bro, nobody gives a shit about him.
I know, but like when people are talking about these top actors, Christian Bale, all this stuff, I want to be a contender on that list. Same with writing and same with producing. Right?
So you want to write, act, produce?
Yes, at the end of the day. And
those are all equal.
Those are, yeah. I mean, No, those are not all equal. Writing and acting
Okay.
as for forefront.
No, but okay. So can I ask you a question that's gonna fuck you up?
Yeah.
What's your first step to get there?
What's my first step? Bro thought he gave me a chess move. First move. Well, like I said, there's two different things to it. The craft one is just be good at what I do.
Okay, but how are you gonna be good? How are you gonna get
How
good?
I'm gonna be good is just I'm gonna constantly practice. I think that's the one thing that actors fail to realize is like it is.
How do you practice?
How do you practice is people think that you need to have something, like you need to be hired on a show or you need to be hired on a play to practice. But the truth is, a lot of the practice happens behind the doors when you're by yourself.
That's what I'm asking. Like, how are you gonna practice?
So how I practice is like before I used to have an acting group that we would meet like once or twice a week, but they're unreliable as fuck. It's kind of the same problem as your wedding. It's like you hire these shooters and they're unreliable as fuck. It's like in San Francisco, you got a lot of undedicated motherfuckers.
Because it's too expensive.
They're too expensive. I'm like, bro, you can't meet 1 or 2 hours in a day to practice acting with me. But lately they want to meet up again, so that once a week. I want to film with you often.
No. You don't understand my point.
That's practice. No, you don't understand. That is practice.
What are you?
Just completely by myself. Is that what you're saying?
No. Doesn't have to be like you when you masturbate.
That's acting.
You as a person, right?
Yeah.
You want to get, let's say, a really good actor and a really good writer, right?
Yeah.
Imagine a vision board.
Yeah.
And then actor, writer.
Yeah.
There's a line in the middle.
Yeah.
And then imagine there's a bunch of stairs to get here and a bunch of stairs to get here.
Yeah.
What's the first step to get here?
Bro hasn't been listening to
all you did was complain about the acting group?
I told you that I don't, at the end of the day, the step to the ladder, I don't care. The only thing that is important to me is I have to be good at the craft.
Okay, but maybe...
Whoa, you're not listening.
I am listening. Is the problem with you, Matt, is you're wishfully thinking.
How?
You say, oh, maybe I'm going to do this, but... Listen, let's say...
Nobody said that.
This is what my point
The
of view.
viewers will step behind.
Nobody's going to watch this. This is for me and you. This is accountable.
My mom will back me. Your mom will back you.
My mom can't understand English that good. Even me, my English is not good. Anyways, I'm going to give you an example. You don't have to take this, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say to become a better writer, you say every day from 9 to 12, I'm going to write.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever happens, either there's an earthquake, fire, someone's dying.
Yeah.
Those
so you want it numbered.
No, I'm not saying number. Yeah. But you're saying this chunk of time, I'm going to just write. And even if it's shit or the best thing I ever wrote in my life, I'm still going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Acting. I'm going to take a block of time. I'm just going to sit in front of a mirror or in front of a camera or just something where I'm going to practice. Like, you know, the other day when we were doing dialogues, just like scripting, like that's, for me, I think that's a good idea to start where you copy other good actors, right?
No. Okay, but no, on the note, everything was good until you said the end of the copy actor things. The thing is, I told you, so that's what I was saying is, I want to be good at my craft, right? How am I going to be good at my craft? It's not just one thing, it's multiple things. And one of the things is doing my weekly acting group. Another thing is working on filming with you, as me as an actor and you filming. And that's acting practice to me.
Okay.
A third one is at home, obviously. I want to spend, the thing is, there's many sides to acting. There's the written work, which you do, which is like, kind of like the analysis part, where you like break down characters and that's like on paper, you write it down. That's like comprehension. That's the work that I want to do. I want to spend like realistically 1 to 2 hours on that every day. And then there's like
accountability.
Yeah.
This is on video.
Yeah. 1 to 2 hours of character work. Written character work.
You will create the character, you will decide what it looks like.
Yeah, kind of. Just like breaking down like
the sheer essence of a
there's a lot that goes into written work. It's like backstory, who they are, what they want, their upbringings, the psychology behind them and all that shit. That's the written work. Now, that being said, it's hard to do without like something, like a script to work on or whatever. The second thing is I want to just work on like my acting, but on that note, there's a lot that needs to be breaking down with that also. Like, for example, right? I want to be the type of actor on film set where it's like, I'm having fun with everyone, and then they're
But
like,
again,
okay,
Matt,
roll.
you're going off topic.
No, I'm not going off topic.
You're wishfully thinking.
This is. Oh
I'm
my
asking
God.
you. No. The reason why I want you to be specific.
Okay, this is
you say, the reason why I cut you off is because you said,
you're not. You don't understand.
Can I just finish my point? The reason why I
Don't
cut
cut me off. So let me finish my point.
you know why I cut you off? Because you said, "Oh, I want." Bro, that's wishful thinking.
Okay, I need.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go.
Say,
Bro is getting upset over one word choice.
No, it's very important. It's human psychology. You as a person, right? You said, I want, no. Let's say you want to be the best guy on set. So to be the best guy on set, I need, like these are prerequisites that you need.
To me, okay, but to me, the most important thing is the thought behind it. It's not about the
okay, even if it's
logistics of the word. Oh, he said want and not need. Oh, he said must versus.
No.
Bro, they're all the same to me.
Now you're nitpicking at something that I said.
No, that's what you. Bro, it's not.
No, listen. You right?
Yes.
You said you want to do the acting groups. You want to practice your character work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do some film work with me.
Mm-hmm.
These are really good steps.
Yeah.
Okay, but then this is where you kind of got lost.
What?
You said, "Oh, I want to go on set. I want this."
No. Oh my God. Okay,
Come back.
let me explain myself. myself.
2 minutes.
This is the thing, right? I'm telling you what my goal is. But
we already know your goal. We already know your goal.
Okay, I'm explaining the steps on how the actionable steps I'm gonna take.
How are you gonna get on set? How are you gonna get on set?
Oh my, bro, he's not letting me talk.
No, okay, but I'm asking you a question. How are you gonna get on set?
Who the fuck said I'm getting on set?
No, you said that. You said when I get on set.
See, this is why I'm telling you to let me finish.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Explain it. You're telling me to tell you about my actionable steps.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing this, and this, right? But I'm telling you the explanation of why I want to do that in the first place.
We don't need the why. We just need the how.
Okay, so then I'm not going to tell the why. Then it's just going to be real simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to do my acting group. I want to film with you. I want to do my written work, and I just want to act at home.
Okay. See? You see how easy it is?
But that's boring.
Okay.
This is not fun for the podcast, though.
Fuck the podcast. This is for me and you.
All we're doing is just goal preaching then. This is not a podcast.
It is. It's accountability.
So then why were we having all these conversations? I was having conversations in the first place to have a conversation. Bro. This is not conversation. This is just written. It's like boom, boom, boom.
In 1 year, you're going to look back. In 1 year, you're going to look back at this fucking podcast and you're like, you know what? I made half of these. Because people...
I'm saying I already had that, but I'm saying I thought the podcast was to have that plus a conversation.
The podcast is
Fuck
fake.
the podcast!
It's fake!
Then why did you say it?
It's fake. It's just accountability so you can come back and watch this in a year and you'll be like, oh shit. Because people overestimate what they can do a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years.
I understand that. But it doesn't matter if it's on video or not for me. For me, all I care about is the truth of me doing it.
Hard work, you see? Hard work.
That's just a tan line.
Hard work.
Bro's gonna make the brain burst.
So
no fucking extra explanation. Just but.
Yes! From now on, you're a soldier. Yeah, you're at war, soldier.
Bro,
you're at war, soldier.
Fuck personality. We only care about goals.
The only thing we care about from now on is fucking results. Okay? When you wake up in the morning, you have a heart on every day, no matter what. Okay? Every day you wake up and you say, what are my fucking goals? Acting, writing. And then you go like this. Okay?
Snort that shit up.
You snort your fucking dream. Yeah. This is a good podcast.
No. Well, it depends. If we're talking... Look, I have also another thing to talk about that thing.
What
about
is it?
You saying that, look, it's only goals and doing your goals.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
And it's like, I was having a conversation with my friend about this. It's
fuck
like,
you and your friend. Fuck you both.
Okay, fuck us.
Yes.
Fuck.
What was the conversation?
No, fuck. It's gone out the window. We don't talk about this shit. We only say goals and what we're doing is accountability. Because for some reason, we cannot be accountable if it's not on video.
No, it's just fun to watch in a year.
What?
No, because like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I bought this book. My friend recommended it. He said 6 months to 6 figures.
Nobody gives a fuck! Just goals and accountability, bitch!
No, okay. And then it says, where do you see yourself in 3 months? Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Where do you see yourself in 12 months?
Yeah.
Right? And I wrote down where I see myself.
Yeah.
And just so we moved in the house 2018. I read the book. I finished it. And then in 2020, when we moved out from that place, I found the book. And then all those goals that I wrote down, I achieved. And that's why, for me, it's always important to like have very specific goals, right?
Yeah.
Or very specific outcomes of what I want. And then it's like, how are you going to get there? That's the reason why I want you to be specific, is because...
Oh my fuck!
Listen, you can scream.
Oh, it's because you're not understanding me, but it's fine. It's
I'm just
whatever.
talking my story. You don't need to get mad.
No, you didn't listen. And then all you're... No, it's because you didn't listen to me, and then now you're generalizing. Said, look, man, you were going on way too off tangent.
The reason why...
This is off tangent.
The reason why it's important to be specific is because our brains, are motivated.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
At a certain point.
And I'm saying I am specific.
Motivation does not exist. Discipline. Only discipline.
No, those both exist. But I think they both exist. This is
What?
where I disagree, where I think motivation and discipline both
No,
exist.
they exist.
Oh, okay.
But like motivation will fade one day. One day
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wake
yeah,
up,
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
like,
I
"Fuck
agree.
me." But then if you do the same things, like that's why
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I said to you, let's say from 9 to 12, you write.
Yeah.
And then from 12
But
to
okay, but that's the thing on the burnout thing is like the reason why your motivation fades is many things. One of it is burnout.
I don't
It's
believe in
because
burnout.
okay, yeah, exactly. But this is also one I want to talk about is like how the fuck do I put it into words? Is like
Be careful. I'm very cocky.
don't take this the wrong way.
Go.
But I think that he's
Yeah,
out,
take
right?
it. I'm very-
I think sometimes you're more hung up on the fact of the act of it versus what it actually means. Like, oh, as long as I write down my goals and what I need to do, that's all that matters. It's not, you could write it down, you could videotape it.
You have to do it.
The true intention of why you write it behind, I feel like sometimes you get lost in that. It's the meaning behind it. It could be in your brain. You don't even need to write it down. But at the end of the day, it's the meaning behind it of why I'm writing it down. Because some people, it's like, oh, I'm just writing it. Why? Oh, because Bill Gates says he does it to be successful. Okay, but why? It's like, are you just trying to do it to copy Bill Gates? Or it's like, what is the actual purpose of you writing it down?
I tell you
and
why.
I feel like sometimes,
You
no,
ready?
I understand. I know you have a why. But sometimes I feel like you get too lost in the sauce. It's like, oh, you know. But you do have whys, so that's not bad.
Okay. I take.
No, because like, okay.
I take.
Okay, is it a good critique? Because sometimes you're like, we must wake up at 6 a.m. And it's like, look, why do you need to wake up at 6 a.m.?
Discipline. If you do something every day, it becomes a habit.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you're relying on things. For me, as a human being, I don't want to have to rely on things. It's like,
Do you believe that you have infinite memory?
no.
So what happens?
So that's why sleep is important to me.
No. So what happens when you forget something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But since you've done it so many times, it becomes a habit. Like
Yeah,
let's
muscle
say,
memory.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Let's say every day you wake up at 6 a.m. You drink water. You go for, let's say, a walk or meditation. You listen to audiobook, and it becomes a habit, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not real when it comes to waking up and all that stuff. The reason why it is to some extent, but let's say you go to bed at 4 a.m. that day. Oh fuck, 6 a.m. You're gonna be tired at 6 a.m. You can push through that, but it's what I'm saying is not
But
healthy.
why did you go to that length where you have to sleep at 4 a.m.? Like what happened?
There's so many things that happen in life that happen. Maybe you were at your friend's birthday party. Maybe you were
No
out
friends.
late. Okay. Well, then maybe you were at work late.
No
you know?
work.
Well, then it's like
Okay.
everything out the window.
Yeah, okay, life circumstance. Okay. But yeah, you could always do
And then-
exceptions. You could always do exceptions. Like, okay, you went to bed at 4 a.m. Okay, let me wake up at 9 instead.
Yeah.
But the habit is over the long run, right? Let's say for one day you wake up at 6 a.m., you had the best day ever, you worked out, you worked hard, you made networking, you made new friends, you made a new business deal, right? But that was one day. But imagine you multiply that by 365,
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
How much do you think your life would change?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying is
that was good. That was good.
no, this is what I'm trying to say is the point that you're kind of getting too obsessed over the just act of doing it versus the reason why. Okay. Why would you wake up at 6 a.m. if you're just going to be procrastinating on Instagram and stuff like that?
It's like maybe your why changes over the year.
Your white.
Your why. WHY. Maybe let's say in the month of January, right? Your why is to make 10,000. And then February 1st, you made 10,000.
That's not a real why then.
No, I'm
that's
just saying.
not a real why. Then,
so
like
for
you
some
said,
people,
that's why motivation is.
What?
Like you exactly just said, you kind of just ate into your own point. You said people's whys changes.
Yeah.
So if your goal is to make 10K and that's the reason why you're making 6 a.m., there's no why. You're waking up at 6 a.m. to make 10K. So then at that point, it's like, let's say you make 10K, and all of a sudden you don't need to wake up at 6 a.m. anymore?
Let me break it down.
All of a sudden.
Let me break it down. The reason we're hung up at 6 a.m. because I know I wake you up sometimes 6 a.m.
No. I was just saying this is... See, this is where you get lost. I wasn't saying that 6 a.m. I have a problem with 6 a.m. I'm fine with waking up at 6 a.m. I'm saying that sometimes you get hung up too much on the fact that you have to do something without the why, without the intentionality behind it. You have to do it because successful people do it.
Let me break it down. Yes, first of all, if you look at human history, people that will, let's say, have a tendency or a habit.
See, you're already falling into that trap.
Well, listen, if it's a trap, then it's a good trap. Okay, let's say Bill Gates.
Why?
Okay, let's say
you're avoiding the whole why.
Let's say Bill Gates, he puts always his left shoe on, and then his right shoe, right?
Yes.
And then everyone's like, why does he do that? Well, it's because when he puts his left shoe on, he thinks about his business, right? Yeah. And then you're like, okay, let me do that too, right?
Yeah, and then that's you. Yeah, be honest. That was a stupid analogy.
It's a stupid analogy. You're right. Fuck! No. Let me come with something better.
I kind of understand what you mean. I understand. It's basically Bill Gates wakes up at 6 a.m., right?
Yeah.
And he ran this successful company and successful business. And then you're like, okay, maybe it's just a Bill Gates thing. But then you see like, oh, Elon Musk, all these other successful, rich, famous people wake up at 6 a.m.
They all have something, and then you could emulate.
It's like, so 6 a.m. Yeah.
But then you could emulate. Like Elon Musk sleeps he says that he sleeps like 4 or 5 hours a night, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I believe that you need 8 hours as a human being.
Yeah.
So if he wants to sleep 4 or 5, I won't copy that.
Yeah.
But Elon Musk also reads a lot of books. So let me emulate that part.
Okay, but the sleep was like, oh, I'm not gonna emulate that. But I'm saying is all these things that people have in their lives, like, oh, why they wake up at 6 a.m. or why they get 4 or 5 hours of sleep every day, is because it's based around their life. Elon Musk is really, really busy because he's running a shit ton of companies.
Yeah.
Which is why he gets that little sleep, because he can't get enough sleep.
I also
but if he would want
he's
to,
lying. I think he does 8 to 10 hours.
Well, he does say that he tries to get 8 hours of sleep. He says sleep is important to him.
Yeah, but he's built also funny, so I don't know. And his dad married his stepsister, so that's really true.
Oh my.
Did you know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, his dad adopted this girl.
Hey man, it's the art versus the artist, you know.
And then his dad married his stepsister. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like what's his name? The guy that married his daughter, the Korean chick. He made
Woody Allen?
Woody Allen! He also married his daughter. Bro, Hollywood pedophiles, all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's hella weird, huh? Imagine you adopt a baby, and then as soon as she turns like 18, you marry her.
Yeah.
Legally, you can. But emotionally, it's weird. Everybody pedophile. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So, why...
We're talking about the whys.
No, we're talking about discipline.
Well, we're talking about a lot of things.
Yeah, but basically, the reason why I say it's important for you to have, like, let's say a step 1 to a step...
I understand. I'm saying I understand that, and I do have it.
But the thing, Matt, I'm gonna say this. Don't can I critique you
now?
Yeah.
Critique me. I take.
You, as a human being, you're growing and you're learning.
Yeah.
Do you think you know everything?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay. The honest answer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ask anyone that. Everyone wants to say yes, but
no. I'll be honest.
You're gonna say no.
Of course.
Bullshit, motherfucker.
Do you think I know everything about cinema? I always ask you. How many times I ask you? I don't know. How many times you ask me? I say I don't know. I'm very open about my I don't knows.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying is like, truthfully though, but you would say, oh, I don't know that, but like realistically, like ideologically, you'd be like, yeah.
Well, if I'm not 100% sure about something, I'll say I don't know. I know. Wait, I know.
Bro, see, you just-
No, like I know that Netflix, right? We were talking about Netflix. I know that Netflix, right? They dish out a bunch of money.
Yeah.
That's why I said how much does Netflix gives, right?
Yeah.
Because my philosophy in life, you always have to be a student. If you're not always learning.
Well, yeah, I agree. There's a difference between that though.
Okay, but that's why I asked you, Matt. You, 22.
Yeah.
Do you know everything?
Okay, so.
This
But
is
okay,
my
this is
critique,
what
my critique to you.
Yeah, is why I do this. Yeah, I
Can
understand.
I finish
that.
my point?
But you're not. No. Let me just say that there's two things when it comes to that though. It's like the self-aware. It's like, do I know everything? Obviously, I don't fucking know everything, and
Okay.
everyone can answer
There's
that. But then there's the
difference between
feeling.
confidence
There's a
and-
difference between the feeling of like you act like, oh yeah, you know
Feelings
everything.
and facts.
Bro, I'm gonna be
different.
honest. You say you don't know everything, but a lot of times you act like you know everything.
Yeah, but that is in a specific time when I'm shooting.
No.
What else?
No.
What else? Give me an example.
In life.
No.
In life.
When
period.
we're shooting-
it's part of the personality, and that's fine.
No, when we're shooting, I'm the leader, and as a leader, I have to make decisions.
Yeah.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the definition of like, oh, do I know everything? It's like, yeah, at the end of the day, if you're self-aware, it's like, yeah,
No,
I
but
don't know
like-
everything. But then at the end of the day, you're acting like you know.
Matt, how many times I ask you questions, like open-ended? Like I have no idea what I'm asking you.
Never. Never!
I just asked you about the Netflix thingy, and you.
That's a general question,
But
though.
no, don't I always do that to you? Don't I always ask you questions?
Like personality questions and like.
But still, you know, okay.
But they're not genuine, is what I'm saying. They're not
You
genuine.
think I'm
There's
just
no
asking questions to ask away?
Yes, you don't care about the answers.
Matt.
You think Google asks you a question in the interview and who cares about
What? I did.
Google, they ask you these questions. These colleges and the college administrators ask you about these questions. You think at the end of the day they give a fuck about the questions?
I'm not Google.
I know, but it's...
Anyways, the reason why I'm saying this is sometimes I do believe that you think that you know more, even if you know a little bit. In life,
Yeah, I do kind of... Yeah, I have that. Yeah,
just be a student. Just
Yeah.
every day wake up and like, what can I learn today? That's my advice to you. You say to me that what was your advice to me? I forgot.
That sometimes you get a little too hung up on...
Oh yeah, on just doing.
No, not just
why.
doing. No, not just doing. No, because the act of just doing, that's perfect. That's actually, I think, truly, like that's one thing I'm learning is like the act of just doing is the most important thing. But like,
Of just doing it because other people do it. Or
How do I rephrase this?
your why is not compelling.
no, fuck, how do I word this? Yeah, I guess to some degree, sometimes there's like the intent, and there's no like intentionality behind it.
Okay.
It's like,
So let's say, for example, we need to run 10 miles. Why? Because David Goggins ran 10 miles.
yeah, like that's not great intentionality.
But it's good for cardio.
It's good for cardio, but
Yeah, I
then so
fucked up
what?
my knee, man.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
sad.
See, but this is the reason what happens is like, these are the things, that's what I'm saying is like sometimes they add up into things like this. Is like, they fuck up your knee. It's like, why do you want to run 10 miles today? Versus doing like 1 or 3 miles
But
every
me, I'm
single
a
day.
stupid guy.
Yeah,
I need to do, not to think.
that's true. But how do I put, I don't know how to phrase it. It's,
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
You're saying basically
But-
sometimes I do stuff just because other people do it.
well, not even that. Like, when it comes to like actual, like things that'll benefit you,
Yeah.
it's okay. But at the same time, when it comes to like filming, I always like, okay, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna film without thinking behind it. Like sometimes that's good, right? And sometimes it's bad. Fuck, everything in life is a fucking double-edged sword. It's good
I know,
and it's bad.
but deep
But like
down-
the writing thing, it's like, oh, we have to write these goals down.
Okay, like I know,
Like-
like the reason why I told you, let's say 9 to 5 is because Stephen King,
Yeah,
every day from 9 to 5 he writes, whether good or bad.
yeah.
So if I was a writer, that's what I would do.
I'm gonna be honest, like, yo, don't take this the wrong way, Stephen King, but like the shit he'd be pumping out, kind of
No, he
shit.
made some good stories,
Some good stories.
but a lot of them must be shit.
Yeah.
But you know why? It's because one day he woke up and he wrote a really good story,
Yeah,
but most of the days must have been shit.
yeah,
You know, like if you look at my first ever videos I made,
yeah,
no good.
Yeah.
But my heart was in it.
yeah, yeah.
So same thing now. Like my heart is in it, but my skill level went up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I understand now how, but I still need to learn more.
Mhm.
I still need to dedicate more.
Mhm.
I still need to do more. So yeah, I get your advice. Sometimes don't just do it because other people do it,
Mhm.
even if they're successful.
Yeah. Something like that.
And then
like
you,
that.
I told
Yeah.
you to be more.
More. Yeah.
It's been an hour and 20. How long should we make this podcast? Anyways,
Fucking 2 hours.
to come back to your point, right? The reason why I tell you to have a plan is because a plan at least puts you in a direction. The direction could change, right? Let's say tomorrow you wake up and you start acting and you start practicing this role that you wrote, right? His name is John.
Mhm.
And then John, he speaks like this. And John walks like this.
Yeah.
And then you start acting.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, and then you go outside and you act as John the whole day.
Yeah.
And you interact as John with people.
Yeah.
And then in 3 weeks you get an audition.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we need this type. And it's exactly you know. And you're like, you know what? I have a character that I've been working on. His name is John.
Yeah.
Let me try that.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you understand why it's important to practice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why. That's one of the things that I want to say is that that's what I want to do.
But that's why I said, you know, the only thing I told you is just to put it into tangible, like tangible actions. Like, okay, let me give you my tangible actions, right? For Solar Productions, yesterday I told you we should copy movie scenes. You act, I film.
Yeah.
Why do I want to film? It's because I want to use like better lenses, better lighting. Like the one Leo did for you. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
So I want to copy and get to a point where I could do the same thing. And then I also want to do more social media stuff. Like I do believe like social media is the devil, but the way to progress now is you need a following.
Yeah.
So create like reels, right? And then what else did we talk about that we had to do in a calendar? Podcast we're doing.
I want to talk about film movie scenes.
Yeah, film movie scenes.
Yeah.
So the reason why I want to do like film movie scenes is to also get better.
Yeah.
Like these are all tangible actions, right?
Yeah.
So one gets, let's say, more followers. The other one gets me more talent. The third one, you know, like let's say we do a really good movie scene. It goes back to more followers, or you do like a really good scene. You could sell this to a client.
Yeah.
You say, hey, look what I did, and then he's like, yeah, I like what you did here. Like you know the food truck stuff. This dude said, hey, I want to work with you, right?
Yeah.
But it's always like steps. So yeah, accountability. Create movie scenes. Recreate dialogue scenes and make Matt #1 actor in Baghdad. Make it a podcast. How many podcasts we should do? No, realistically.
Realistically, well, okay. So this goes into my burnout thing. It's like, look, at the end of the day, we could
autopod it.
Yeah.
That's why I use two mics.
Yeah, it works now.
Yeah, because if we use two mics, it edits for you.
Oh, okay.
So like that one is my cam, that one is your cam.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Well, I mean, okay, for the podcasting though, it's like, look, technically, bro, we could do like 2-3 a day, right?
But I don't feel like doing 2.
I know, exactly, right? So that's the thing is like, dude, at the end of the day, it's
like I think 4 a week.
4. Oh, okay. I was like,
one a day.
1 a day? No. I'm like once a week. I'm fine with once a week.
No,
like 2, 3, 4.
I think because we do talk a lot about bullshit, but sometimes the bullshit conversations are interesting.
I know. Well, that's why I was fucking confused. I was like, bro, are we allowed to do that in this podcast or not?
No, not this one. This one is number one.
Brother, you should have said.
No, because the other filled podcast, we did talk about good stuff like origin story of me. I want to do that one time. Origin story of you. And then I want to do like critique movies.
Yeah.
Like I want to bring like a movie that we both watched, like City of God, right?
Yeah.
We could do a really good podcast about City of God and like old movies, like the 1990s movies. Like
Godfather.
You don't like Godfather, you said.
I know, so we can critique it on live, so I can finally get some protection.
Yeah, we should watch it, rewatch it. You should rewatch it.
Yeah.
How old are you the first time you watched it?
Like 20 or 21.
Maybe you.
I watched it in Dolby Cinema also, so I had one of the highest quality of viewings.
Well, maybe you were watching Marvel movies before that.
I hate Marvel movies also.
Some of them good.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, So yeah. So I think 4 podcasts a week is doable.
Okay, yeah.
And then if we do car podcasts, we need to fix the scenes. Like I think one.
2 cameras, one.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
think 2 cameras. Yeah, you're right. Like 2 wide. I have the 14 and the 16.
Bro, is gonna be driving like this. Fuck.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when it's in the middle, it shakes too much. Like you
yeah,
hold one basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the other one we stick it.
Yeah.
And then the 360 cam, we just have to find a solution to put it somewhere. Maybe I buy one of those. What's it called? Anyways, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. 360 cam could be a chandelier.
That's a good idea, actually. To the roof.
Yeah.
And it gets side angle.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, man. You know, if we do more than our competitors, we should get more results.
Mm-hmm.
The key,
Okay. So, but on that note, like, I think for me, because like obviously we've seen. I guess at the end of the day, it depends on who our competitors are, right?
competition? Who?
Competition.
Me? Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood, right?
I fight Max.
There's our level of currently, I guess, what our level pool is at competition, and then there's like our dream competition. Not our dream competition, but like our kind of end goal competitions. Our level pool competition, it's like, to be honest, they're doing a lot of doing. They're pumping out a butt ton of work. At the same time, it's like
I know what you're talking
the
about.
quality, yeah.
Yeah, I rather do quality over
I think that's
quantity.
really what they're lacking is like, bro, I mean, to
But
some
wait,
extent,
wait,
for
have you
starting
seen-
out, I
have
think
you seen
quantity
the
is
Western one?
important.
The Western one looks really good.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
Like the one previous time, it was mid, but the Western one looks really good.
Hey,
but I
man,
think because he went with anamorphic, and
once I'm a hater, always a hater, bro.
no.
I don't give him a chance.
Me, I look, I go like this.
I think quantity at the very beginning when you're starting out is important, but then
Yeah,
once they're at that level, it's like,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
like take the budget of like 3-4 movies.
Yeah, combine it,
And do something really good.
sit on your script for,
Rewrite the writing.
yeah,
Rewrite the
send it
dialogue,
to
I
a
mean.
couple motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, the number one thing is to finish my script. Because once I finish my script, right? No, genuinely.
Okay, can I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
When I order the backdrops, can
Uh-huh.
you act out just one scene?
Yeah.
What scene is done? There has to be at least one scene that's done.
Well, okay, there are scenes, right, that I can act out, but it's just like, I guess that's part of the thing as an actor I need to work on is like, I don't feel confident with it being like solid. You know?
Okay.
It's like, I have the scene, but it's like, it's not like a
But don't you think like sometimes,
concrete into a full script.
like acting it out maybe will give you ideas?
Yeah, but I guess that as actor, like you want to rely. Yeah, I need to.
Okay.
That's the thing I need to work on, is just like acting it out. But it's like, fuck, I need to prepare for it. and
Yeah,
then-
prepare. This is, you said, see, tangible actions.
No, I know, but like for me, preparation is like, it's a barrier I need to overcome. But for me, preparation is like by myself at home.
Do it by
doing right
yourself
away.
at home.
But then at the same time, it's like, let's just say, oh, let's do it right now. Let's just practice
No,
right
not
now.
right now.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, let's just say,
Yeah.
like, okay, right now we do it. You have practice
I
right
told
here.
you that,
I filmed
but-
it for you. And
but-
we just practice. But then for me,
I
it's
told
like,
you the Will Smith guy, huh?
Hmm?
How you got French Prince of Bel-Air?
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
how the producers were there at a party,
Yeah.
and then it said, "Hey, Will, do you want to act it out?"
Yeah.
And then Will had 2 options.
Yeah.
Not do it,
Yeah.
which he didn't want to do. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I gotta prepare, blah blah."
Yeah.
And then I don't know who came to him and said, "Hey, he's here right now.
Yeah.
You're here right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I know,
How many
yeah.
other chances do you think you'll get?"
Yeah, exactly, right?
So the same thing for you, like, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying, "Hey, always be ready," but always be practiced.
Yeah. No. Okay, but at the same time, there's 2 things when it comes to acting, which is like, obviously, so the reason why practice is important is because it develops your craft,
Yeah.
right? And craft is something that you can rely on. But then at the same time, like, sometimes actors rely too heavily on preparation. So it's like, let's just say, for example, right now, you're like, oh, do this right now. It's like, as an actor, a top tier actor, you should be able to do it right on the spot, right?
But
But at the same time,
preparation, you'll be better.
preparation, yeah, you will be better. But like right now, you should be able to. The biggest thing for acting is like, a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is in your head. The moment you're like, oh fuck, I can't do it, I'm not a good actor. It's like the moment that it's gonna come out on the screen. Yeah, so it's like a lot of times people like rely on preparation. They're like, oh, I haven't prepared for it, I'm not gonna be good. And then they end up not being good. Not because they haven't prepared, but because they had that mindset of, oh fuck, I didn't prepare. They're relying too heavily on preparation, which at the end of the day, preparation is the most important thing. But sometimes you can't sometimes you just need to tap into it.
Yeah.
Right now, if we were to, do one of your scenes from your movie, man, I do have one scene, but it's like,
prepare.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's a barrier I need to overcome.
Okay.
It's like talking to a cute girl on the street. It's like, I don't know what to say.
Okay.
You have to just talk to her.
Yes.
Period. So I guess in that analogy, it's like, fuck, I don't have anything prepared. No, you just have to do it.
Yeah, we just have to do it.
And let go of that. That's the one thing. That's the number one thing that's fucking me over as an actor, to be honest.
In French, we say c'est engouement.
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 Yeah.
What is it?
It's like nervousness.
Yeah. Engouement.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing that fucks me over as an actor right now.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Anything else you want to add?
I'm no bitch.
I'm no bitch either. So with that, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.